Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Atika binti Safruddin. Today we will discuss about definition, organizational behavior, and what are various factors that are considered important to regulate individual behavior. Definition organizational behavior is the study and application of knowledge about how people act within the organization. It is a human tool for human benefit. The next question is the various factors to regulate individual behavior. Abilities are the traits a person learns from the environment around as well as the traits a person is gifted with by birth. These traits are broadly classified as intellectual abilities, physical abilities, self-awareness abilities. In order to understand how this affects a person's behavior, we need to know what these abilities are. Intellectual abilities, it personifies a person's intelligence, while physical abilities, it personifies a person's physical strength, stamina, body coordination, as well as motor skills. Lastly is self-awareness abilities. It symbolizes how a person feels about the task, while a manager's perceptions of his abilities decides the kind of work that needs to be allotted to an individual. The second factor is gender. Research proves that men and women both stand equal in terms of job performance and mental abilities. However, society still emphasizes difference between the two genders. Absenteeism is one area in an organization where differences are found, as women are considered to be the primary caregiver for children, a factor that might influence work allocation and evaluation in an organization is the manager's perception and personal values. For example, an, an organization encourages both genders to work efficiently towards the company's goals and no special promotion or demotion is given or tolerated for any specific gender. The third one is race and culture. Race is a group of people sharing similar physical features. It is used to define types of persons according to perceived traits. For example, Indian and African. On the other hand, culture can be defined as the traits, ideas, customs, and traditions one follows either as a person or in a group. For example, celebrating a festival. Race and culture have always exerted an important influence both at the workplace as well as in the society. The common mistakes such as attributing behavior and stereotyping according to individuals' race and culture basically influence an individual's behavior. For example, a company invites candidates for a job post and hires one of the basis of eligibility criteria and not on the basis of the country a person belongs to or the customs one follows.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Farizah and I will continue about the factors to regulate individual behaviors. The next factor is perception. Perception is an intellectual process of transforming sensory stimuli into meaningful information. It is the process of interpreting information, something that we see or hear in our mind and use it later to judge and give a verdict on a situation, person or group. It can be divided into 6 types, which is of sound, of speech, touch, taste, other senses, and of the social world. Of sound is where the ability to receive sound by identifying vibrations. Of speech is where the competence of interpreting and understanding the sounds of language that we heard. Touch is where identifying objects through patterns of its surface by touching it. Taste is where the ability to detect flavor or substances by tasting it through sensory organs known as taste buds. Other senses include balance, acceleration, pain, time, sensation felt in throat and lung, and lastly of the social world, where it permits people to understand other individuals and groups of their social world. The next factor is attribution. Attribution framework use the following three criteria: consensus, distinctiveness, and consistency. Consensus is where the extent to which people in the same situation might react similarly. Distinctiveness, the extent to which a person's behavior can be associated to situations or personality. Consistency is where the frequency measurement of the observed behavior, that is, how often does this behavior occur. The framework mentioned says it is all about how an individual behaves in different situations. For example, Rohit invites Anisha and two more friends for a movie and they agree to bunk and watch the movie. This is consensus. Bunking of class says that they are not interested in their lectures. This is distinctive. A little change in the situation, like if Rohit frequently starts bunking the class, then his friend may or may not support him. The frequency of the support and the rejection decides the consistency. The last factor is attitude. Attitude is the abstract learned reaction or say response of a person's entire cognitive process over a time span. For example, a person who has worked with different companies might develop an attitude of indifference towards organizational citizenship. Now we have a clear idea about what are the factors responsible for the way we behave. We never think about this element and how they affect our daily life, but we can't ignore the fact that they are responsible for the way we walk, talk, eat, and socialize.